Have you ever pondered what the biggest animal that ever existed looks like? You can't imagine the answer? Well, then allow us to introduce you to this giant. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the largest dinosaur ever discovered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing videos about dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures. And now let's get started. The history of the discovery of this great titan dates back to the beginning of the 20th century, when an amateur paleontologist named Carlos Ameghino discovered some huge vertebrae in Argentina. At first he believed they belonged to a relative of the ancient whale. However, after further examination, it turned out that he had stumbled upon something much more extraordinary, the remains of a sauropod from the late Cretaceous period. With a body length of 30 meters and a weight of 77 tons, this reptile became known as the Argentinosaurus. Imagine walking through a dense forest and suddenly coming face to face with a creature so massive it dwarfs even the largest modern-day animals. That's exactly what it would have been like to encounter the Argentinosaurus, the largest dinosaur ever discovered. These colossal beings roamed the earth millions of years ago, and their sheer size is truly awe-inspiring. In this video, we will take you on a journey through time to meet this gigantic creature. Using incredible visuals, we will bring the Argentinosaurus to life and show you just how massive it really was. You won't believe the lengths it could reach or the weight it could attain. Get ready to be dwarfed by the Argentinosaurus. Okay, so here we are again. We're going to transport you back millions of years to get a glimpse at one of the most fascinating creatures that ever inhabited our planet, the mighty Argentinosaurus. This dinosaur was truly a sight to behold with its long neck and tail, small head, and 4 sturdy legs. It was a gentle giant that mainly consumed plants and posed no threat to humans. However, its sheer size alone was enough to make it a formidable force to be reckoned with. If you were an early human living during the time of the Argentinosaurus, you wouldn't want to mess with it because it was not only one of the largest dinosaurs ever found, but also one of the heaviest. Paleontologists estimate that this gentle giant weighed around 70 to 80 tons and measured approximately 30 meters long. To put that into perspective, an Argentinosaurus was nearly twice the length of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Just imagine trying to outrun or outfight such a creature. It would have been a terrifying experience to say the least. The Argentinosaurus was a sauropod, a group of herbivorous dinosaurs known for their extremely long necks and tails. It lived in South America during the late Cretaceous period, around 90 million years ago. This period was a time when dinosaurs were the dominant land animals, and the Earth was a very different place than it is today. The climate was much warmer, and there were many more species of dinosaurs than there are today. The Argentinosaurus would have lived alongside other dinosaurs such as the Giganotosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus, both of which were much smaller than it. One of the most striking things about the Argentinosaurus is its long neck and tail. Its neck was so long that it could reach up to 12 meters in length. That's the same length as a London bus. With a neck that long, the Argentinosaurus could easily reach the tops of trees and feast on the juiciest leaves. Its tail was also extremely long and could measure up to 6 meters in length. This tail may have been used for balance when the dinosaur was standing on its hind legs, but it's not entirely clear what purpose it served. We still don't know much about the Argentinosaurus because it's one of the rarest dinosaurs ever found. Only a few fossils have been discovered, and they're not complete skeletons. The fossil record is incomplete, which means that scientists are still working to piece together the full story of this magnificent creature. Despite its enormous size, the Argentinosaurus was likely quite graceful and agile. Its legs were very strong, and it could walk for miles without getting tired. It may have even been able to run at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Imagine seeing this creature thundering towards you with its heavy steps shaking the ground beneath your feet. It would have been quite a daunting sight to behold. The Argentinosaurus was not only a gentle giant, but also a very curious creature. It was known to use its trunk-like nose to sniff out new plants to eat, and its long neck allowed it to see over tall bushes and trees to spot potential predators from far away. Despite its size, the Argentinosaurus was a very social animal and often herded with other dinosaurs. It would have been a communal effort to defend itself against predators, and it's likely that the young Argentinosaurus would have stayed close to their mothers for protection. When it comes to its diet, the Argentinosaurus was a true herbivore. It ate nothing but plants and would have grazed on the lush vegetation of its native South America. Its teeth were specially adapted to grinding down tough plants, and its stomach acids were strong enough to digest them quickly. The Argentinosaurus would have spent most of its day eating and digesting food, and would have needed to consume up to 1,000 kilograms of plants per day to sustain its enormous body. Now let's move on to the most important question. What did the Argentinosaurus eat? The Argentinosaurus was a herbivore and is believed to have fed on a variety of plants growing in its environment. During the late Cretaceous period, the region where the Argentinosaurus lived was covered in dense rainforests, swamps, and marshes. There was an abundance of vegetation, including ferns, cycads, conifers, and early flowering plants. The Argentinosaurus's diet likely consisted of the most readily available and nutritious plants in these ecosystems. Given its long neck, the Argentinosaurus was well adapted to feeding on high foliage that other animals couldn't reach. It could browse on the tops of trees and shrubs, consuming leaves and flowers. The Argentinosaurus's neck was flexible and could bend in different directions, allowing it to access various types of vegetation. It's also possible that the Argentinosaurus used its trunk-like nose to strip leaves from branches and feed directly from trees. Additionally, the dinosaur's teeth were not sharp or pointed, but rather small and peg-like. They were arranged in a manner that facilitated the grinding and crushing of plant material. The Argentinosaurus may have also fed on aquatic plants growing in the swamps and marshes it inhabited. Using its long neck, it could reach submerged vegetation that was otherwise inaccessible to other herbivores. It's possible that the Argentinosaurus used its tail for balance while feeding in these areas. The exact composition of the Argentinosaurus's diet remains unknown due to the lack of direct evidence such as fossilized feces. However, based on the available evidence and knowledge of its environment, it's reasonable to conclude that it was an herbivore that specialized in consuming high and hard-to-reach vegetation. Based on its size and weight, the Argentinosaurus would have required a substantial amount of food to meet its energy needs. It's estimated that it consumed up to 1,000 kilograms of plants per day. This suggests that the Argentinosaurus likely fed continuously and spent a significant portion of its time searching for and eating food. Its feeding behavior may have impacted the vegetation in its habitat, influencing plant distribution and abundance. As a large grazer, it would have had a significant impact on the ecosystem. Moving on, let's discuss the mystery surrounding the end of the Argentinosaurus. The fossil record indicates that the species went extinct around 90 million years ago, along with many other dinosaur species. However, the exact cause of their extinction remains unknown. Some theories suggest that it was due to a meteorite impact or volcanic activity, which caused drastic changes in climate and environment. These events led to mass extinctions, wiping out numerous species, including the non-avian dinosaurs. Other theories propose that disease or competition with other animals played a role in the extinction of the Argentinosaurus. It's possible that a combination of factors contributed to their demise. The extinction of the Argentinosaurus marked the end of an era, opening the way for new species to evolve and diversify. Their disappearance allowed mammals and other reptiles to flourish, leading to the emergence of new predators and herbivores. Throughout history, the Argentinosaurus has captured the imagination of people around the world. Its sheer size and power have made it a popular subject in books, movies, and other media. The dinosaur's legacy continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of the incredible creatures that once roamed the earth. From its imposing presence to its mysterious past, the Argentinosaurus remains an enigma that continues to fascinate scientists and the public alike. That brings us to the end of this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching. See you soon.